getting ready for a big fight. Biggest fight of my life. Every fight's the biggest fight of my life. You know, my back's against the wall, but I feel like I always do good with my back against the wall. I want to get back in that win column. I'm training like my life depends on it, because it does depend on it. If I have to look back on this, that I possibly did everything I could do in this fight camp to make sure I keep my contract.
3, 2, 1, time.
All right, mate.
All right.
How far out are we?
8 weeks and some change right now. Just getting into fight camp. We kind of got the whole team back together. We got Coach Pete down here, Andrew Valdina, Joe Poirier, Chris Snyder, Jude, Ben. We got all the guys back down here. We've kind of been doing our own thing all over the place lately, so it was kind of nice to get like a day we're all back together, and we all have big fights coming up. So it was really fun. You know, we got some drilling in. You know, it's just refocusing everybody. The next 8 weeks are going to be a lot of hard work, but all of us have really big fights coming up, life-changing fights. It's been a year since I last fought, but I feel like I put everything I possibly could in this last year to get better and get stronger. I feel better now because I have dealt with a lot of injuries that I was putting off so I could get to the UFC, because I was like, I gotta get to the next fight, I just got knee surgery recently. It was just a meniscus removal, nothing really crazy, but time to start getting back on that horse, get myself back into fight shape. I'm walking around fine, so now I just gotta be really serious about my recovery. I gotta be really serious about PT, ice bathing, eating healthy, not drinking, try to get a fight off by the end of the year. Focus is probably keeping it safe, getting back into working out, but keeping everything safe. So it's bilateral lifts. We're gonna be doing some leg strengthening, hamstring workouts. Joey Gunn's getting muscles. Finally, you know what I mean? Look at it, finally getting muscles.
Joey Guns.
That's coming.
Oh yeah.
I can put that. That was not like that.
Half the hammy.
Half the hammy.
That's good. Full flexion.
Yeah. Gotta warm up to get there, but you know.
Hey, you know.
That's good.
At least
it's a little tender at the very end.
That's all right.
But that way feels good. I mean, life-changing stuff for sure, because, you know, I'm actually in the UFC now, but I mean, I'm coming off a loss. The way it is, you know, at the UFC, they're pretty cutthroat. Really not looking to get cut right now, so, you know, my back's against the wall, but I feel like I always do good with my back against the wall. I want to get back in that win column. I'm training like my life depends on it, because it does depend on it. If I have to look back on this, that I possibly did everything I could do in this fight camp to make sure I keep my contract. That's what you got to do, and I can't be upset with the outcome if I did everything I possibly could do to win this fight.
Conor's a dog, so it's gonna be. I don't even think he cares who they throw in front of him. He's just gonna go fight. So that's the best thing about it. Like, he's there to fight. He doesn't care who it is. Just give him a chance, and he's gonna take it. You know.
I like to see him, you know, stay healthy. You know, he's had a tough year. If anything, it's sort of more mental growth, like getting back to his roots a little bit. You know, he was dominant earlier in his career as a grappler, and just like any grappler, as you start to get better at striking and you have more success in striking, it's more tempting to kind of do that in fights. And I think in his last fight, he got a little bit away from that. And I think our path to success oftentimes is going to be to leverage his athleticism and his cardio through grappling to open up his striking. And I think we did the reverse of that in our last fight a little bit. So I think getting back to our roots and just him being more confident in his ability to like get the finish through forcing some of the grappling, that's going to make his striking easier. So I think it's just kind of getting back to his roots, really. Just him being more confident that he can go in, get in this kid's face and push, and know that like no matter how much of a dogfight he gets in, like he's gonna have better cardio. So I think that's really the message of the whole camp: is stay healthy and trust your cardio and stick to what got you here.
Getting to the UFC and staying in the UFC are two different things, for sure. You know, it's the best fighting promotion in the world. You're fighting the best people in the world. It's a pretty big accomplishment, you know, to get myself there, but I really want to stay there and show people what it takes to stay there. Hey guys, I can really use your support for my UFC fight coming up in Las Vegas on February 15th. As you know, training camps are not cheap, so I partnered up with NonStandard to create a limited edition Controller MMA t-shirt. 20% of all proceeds will go to NonStandard and 80% will go back into my fight camp. NonStandard is a 501c veteran-founded nonprofit focusing on non-standard therapeutic approaches to physical and mental health. Our mission is to get veterans cold plunges and BJJ scholarships. Check the link in my bio to purchase a t-shirt. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and thank you so much for all the support.